As Artemie slept, he had a dream. He saw himself standing at a river bank with great big waves trying to wash him into the river. He did not know how to swim, so he started to struggle. He woke up to find an old man pouring him water. Artemie quickly stood up. "What have I done? What have I done?" "Well, you have refused to wake up," the old man said. "Who are you and where have you come from?" The old man shone his eyes at Artemie. "My name is Artemie, and I go wherever I can find food." The old man laughed a cheeky laughter. "You are so brave, but you have done a naughty thing. You have stolen from the gods, and now you must pay. I will have to use you for sacrifice." The man got a big basket from behind a tree and came to Artemie. "Now, get in here." Artemie raised his hand and covered his big head. "Away! Away!" He screamed and began to run away. "Somebody help! My belly won't allow me run! Help!" The old man chased Artemie out of the clearing and back to the bush path. "I will get you, boy! You will be back!" The boy ran as fast as he could and found his way back into the village. He leaned on the nearest tree and began to pant. He was so tired. All the food he had eaten was now gone. All gone. He had lost everything while running for his dear life. What should he do now? Find food. He thought of going back to his mother's hut, but remembered she may not have made lunch. It was just 11 a.m. on a Saturday. Just then, a nice aroma danced to his nose. Artemie's nose grew in size like that of a rhinoceros, and he began to follow the beautiful scent. The trail took him into a small kitchen nearby. There was a small pot of yam pottage boiling over the fire. This was someone's house, and he had to ask for food nicely. As he stood at the door of the kitchen, a woman approached. Artemie told her he was a lost child trying to find his way home, and that while passing by her house, he had seen a big rat trying to come into her kitchen. He had stepped in to chase the rat away and had been guarding the pot of food for her. The woman thanked him but felt sorry for him. She gave him a stool to sit on. "You must be so hungry," she said. "This is the only food I have at home, but I will give it to you so that you can eat and be strong enough to find your way home." The woman poured the porridge into a plate for Artemie and gave him a spoon. Artemie kept the spoon aside and lifted the bowl to his mouth. He poured the porridge down his throat all at once. As he chewed and swallowed, the woman offered to help him find his way home. But Artemie said no, he would manage. Just then, a group of children in the village passed by the house and saw Artemie sitting with the woman. They called out to him, but Artemie hid his face from them. They kept calling and calling until the woman realized that Artemie was being funny. She knew then that he was hiding from his friends and there could only be one reason. He was not lost. Tell me the truth, you are not lost. You just wanted to eat my food. The only food I have left. Oh, you have been naughty, and I will show you what I do to naughty children who lie. She got up and walked into the kitchen. Did Atemie need to wait for her to come back? Of course not. He got up and ran away, with a group of boys and girls pointing at him and laughing. Atemie ran all the way home, and because he was so tired, he fell into a big pot outside his hut. As long as it was a pot, he was fine there. Maybe food would miraculously appear in the pot. He slept off there in the pot and did not know when his mother came and carried him inside the house. When Atemie slept that night, he dreamed about a very beautiful woman with shiny skin and long hair. She showed him very big boiled eggs, a bottle of orange drink, biscuits, and sweets. She told him he could have them if only he would come visit her. Atemie was delighted and promised to visit her. He woke up and began to think, this woman must be at the shrine. That was the only place he had seen juicy boiled eggs. He decided not to tell his mother, just in case she tried to stop him. The next morning, when he woke up, he ate the food his mother offered, and then he moved around the neighborhood, taking food leftovers and throwing them into his mouth. He began to make his way to the clearing under the tree again. Yesterday, he had run away because of the old man. But this beautiful woman who had appeared in his dream told him he was welcome to eat more. He would obey her. Maybe she had talked some sense into the old man. As he got closer to the clearing, he heard the sound of local flutes and drums beating. Finally, he got there, and just as the lady in white in his dream had promised, there was a feast waiting for him. Orange drinks, eggs, biscuits, sweets. Atemie did not waste any time. He sat down, and as the drums continued to beat, he began to eat. He threw item after item into his mouth and washed them all down with the delicious orange drink. When he was done, the old man appeared again. Atemie was afraid and wanted to get up, but the man spoke quickly. No, you can keep eating. Go on and eat as much as you like. I am the priest here, and you are welcome to stay. Atemie was surprised. You are not angry, sir. I can't be angry, my boy. You have been chosen for an important task. You have found favor with the goddess. The man stood there watching as Atemie ate what was left and got up. Good boy, the man said. Now, wouldn't you like to meet your friend who invited you here? Atemie paused to think. Oh, sir, you mean the beautiful woman I saw in my dream? Smart boy. Yes. She's a queen, you know, the old man said. And she can give you all the things you want. Atemie opened his eyes in surprise. Yes, I would like to meet her. Anybody who gives me food is my friend. I can even ask for some sweets for my friends. And so the journey began with the priest leading the way and taking Atemie to meet the queen. As they walked, Atemie began to hear the drums and flutes again. He began to nod his head. He knew he was a lucky boy. After a short while, they got to the river surrounding Ama village. The boy looked around, but he didn't see any house nearby where people were living. "Is this where my friend lives?" Atemie asked the old man. "Yes." The man nodded and smiled. "This is the home of your beautiful friend." "So where is she then? I can't see anybody here." "She lives under the water, my dear boy." "Wow!" Atemie exclaimed. "How cool is that? But can I see her, please? I need to get some sweets for my friends." The priest nodded and addressed Atemie. "As you wish, chosen one." He brought out a small can of powder from a pouch and poured some on Atemie's hands and asked the boy to rub it on his face. The priest also rubbed some of the white powder on his own face. And then he raised his hands over the water and he began to call out, "Queen of the sea, your little friend is here. You have asked me to bring him. Show yourself and honor his request." All of a sudden, the water began to make gurgling sounds and bubbles kept popping out and bursting. A gentle breeze moved over the surface of the river and waves lapped at Atemie's feet. Suddenly, he began to hear hissing sounds, but could not tell where it was coming from. He didn't like the sounds at all. Could it be what he was thinking? The hissing sound became louder until Atemie raised his head to see something brown and shiny coming slowly out of the water. Atemie could not believe his eyes. He jumped behind the priest and held on tightly to him. Atemie was shaking. "What is that, sir? What is that? What is that coming out from the water?" "Relax, my boy," the priest said. "That is your friend, the queen from under the water. She is coming with some sweets for you." Atemie saw a brown head rising from the water, a head with shiny eyes like black beads. "No!" Atemie screamed. "I don't want the sweets again. I don't think I want them again." He wanted to run, but the priest held him down to the spot where he stood, and then the creature rose fully out of the water in all its splendor.